Good day, dear listeners. I welcome you back to the mysteries of history. Today, we're going to be discussing about a prominent figure. Today, we are going to be demystifying the mysteries that surround the history of Moremi Ajasoro. Who is Moremi? Moremi was born in Ofa and lived in the 12th century. Was wedded to Oromio, the son of Oduduwa, known as the founder of the Yoruba people and ruler of Ife. The Yoruba history is incomplete without mentioning the brave queen of Oromio, Moremi Ajasoro. She is a prominent woman who gave the Ife people a reason to live through a selfless action towards the Yoruba people's liberty from the hands of their enemy. For someone who lived in the 12th century, why is Moremi still remembered even in the 21st century? Moremi was a strong, brave, and beautiful woman. However, during her queenship, the kingdom of Ife was subjected to erratic attack from neighboring tribesmen called Ugbo. These raiders abducted citizens and forced them into slavery. All attempts to stop the atrocities of the invaders failed. The attackers were thought to be demigods who could only be stopped by rituals. Consequently, sacrifices were made by the people of Ife to appease the Ugbo raiders who they assumed were spirits. The inhabitants of Ife believed that the raiders were demons sent by the gods to avenge them. This was due to the intimidating appearance of the raiders, who were always dragged with rapier palms while conducting raids. The raid lasted so long that the residents of Ife considered giving up after making numerous unsuccessful offerings to satisfy their gods. As a patriot at heart, Queen Moremi was unable to stand by while her people suffered and her husband, the king, Oromio of Ife, was troubled. Moremi consulted an oracle who advised her to go see the deity of Esemiri River. Moremi went to the deity of Esemiri River. While promising to assist Moremi, the goddess did so at the sacrifice of a most prized item. Being a wealthy queen, Moremi readily accepted without knowing the consequences, assuming all is still within her power. The goddess gave her instructions to purposely allow the Ugbo raiders to abduct her and hold her hostage during the subsequent raid. One would ask, Where is the king? What is the king doing? Where are the councils of elders? Where were they? The Otum, the Osi. Where is the Yalude? When the intimidating Ugbo raiders returned the following time, Moremi did as she was instructed and allowed them to capture her. Perhaps Moremi has been enchanted by the goddess. Who knows? Mysteries. The Ugbo king fell head over heels in love with her right away because of her beauty. She joined the colony of the Ugbo people. After spending some time with the forest raiders, Moremi learned that they weren't supernatural beings sent by the gods, but were regular people with masks and raffia palms. Moremi learned of these secrets, made her way to Ile-Ife and told the king and his subjects about it. The residents of Ile-Ife expressed their gratitude to Moremi for her bravery and sense of duty. When the next group of attackers struck, the monarch ordered his army and the populace to be prepared with torches and flames. The moment the invaders tried to assault them, they were repulsed by using the burning torches that ignited and engulfed them in flames, defeating them and causing them to never come again. The Igbo people were vanquished and taken prisoner. A victory for the people of Ile-Ife. To keep a promise, Moremi went back to the Esimiri River to honor the goddess and appreciate her for her help and to carry out her promise. Moremi Ajasoro went back to the Moremi River. When she arrived, she brought several creatures to the deity to sacrifice. But the goddess insisted on having one and only son, Yoruba. Moremi begged the river goddess, offering a one and only son as the ultimate sacrifice. Moremi was forced to provide the goddess with a lone son. Was Moremi the only wife of Oromeo at this time? When Moremi was promising a most prized item, did she think that Oluorobo is a most prized item? When Moremi approached the goddess for help, did Moremi think she will be able to satisfy the spirit goddess with her wealth? The mysteries of history. I am Israel, Wishiwale. This will be the end of the story of Moremi Ajasoro.